So these things do not fly like planes. Planes fly level like this. Quads do not fly level, they fly at a tilt, and this pencil here is to indicate the direction of the camera being pointed. Now we know that the quad does not fly like a plane at all, so don't think of it like a plane, and let's go with the most basic move. Let's go with just turning, just smooth turning. You want to do a smooth turn, you know, right turn, nothing special, and let's break that move down into its components. So you're going forward, about 40 degrees tilt, you know, nothing special. And then let's stop here. You want to do a smooth turn right. So what does that involve? People that have been flying have realized that you need to turn the yaw stick and the roll stick at the same time in order to do a smooth turn. Let's break it down and see why that is. Let's just rotate the roll right just a little bit. Okay, so now we've rotated the right a little bit. If we just hit the gas, we're just gonna go this way. We haven't yet turned. So our camera is pointing not really in the direction that we want to go in. So when you yaw as well as roll, you're going to yaw right a little bit. And now you see that the orientation that the quad is in is that these front motors are kind of moving in the direction. The top rear left motor is kind of kicking out the back of the quad, and it's going to cruise around the turn at this weird slanted angle because there's nothing natural about how this thing flies. So that's how you do a smooth turn. So you're going to come into the turn and you're going to do a smooth roll and a yaw. Usually you need less yaw than roll, and that's how you do a smooth turn. That's the most basic component of flight for these things. So let's go with that and discuss the next move. It is how to do a full roll while keeping your camera pointed in the direction of travel or pointed on a target. And I'm going to show you what that actual rotation is. So that is the rotation you have to do in the air. That's actually a really complex move. Let's do it again. And in the last video, I said that you had to roll one direction and yaw the opposite direction. Well, let's break it down and see why that is. First off, let's just do a roll. Let's do a 180 degree roll. If you do that with this 40 degree camera tilt, you're looking straight down. And that's usually what we do to, you know, dive down trees or buildings or whatever. Very easy, very nice. Looks very fluid, very pretty, but sometimes you don't want to look straight down. You want to look in the direction of travel. So let's do that again, and let's just do a 90 degree roll this time. 90 degree roll. You notice that the camera is definitely not pointed in the direction of travel, and it's pointed kind of like down to the right. And so now let's yaw left. Now the camera is pointed in the direction of travel. So now when you break down these two moves, you understand why you have to roll one direction and yaw the other direction to pull the camera back into the line of view, the line that you actually want to be looking in. And that's why doing these movements with these multi-rotors is so complicated. And also, the reason why I do not recommend anybody use any of those handicaps in Betaflight or CleanFlight or whatever that compensates for the angle of the camera, because sometimes you just want to look straight down when you roll. Sometimes you want to keep it centered when you roll.